Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Sam.
Hi.
Welcome to the Shiniest Meat Bicycle Plays Might and Magic 8. What are we doing today?
Today we are going to kick some pirate ass and venture to the pirate island of Regna, which I'm actually kind of excited about because Regna is my favourite place in the game and my favourite part of the game because there's pirates.
I am sure that these textures will be noticeably different from the ones I have already seen.
They'll be different. They won't be any better, but they will be different.
Okay. Well, why don't you talk about this dashing, handsome young man who we now see added on to our party member with a glowing ring around him?
That's actually the older one. They've got the same.
Oh, fuck the guy with the glowing ring. The one without that glowing ring.
I moved it. It's fine. So this is we ditched our war troll in inter episode because there was collecting this new dragon wasn't overly exciting. It was literally just basically a fetching. But yeah, so now we have a new dragon called Brimstone. Because originality.
It's called Brimstone. Huh.
And he's actually a great wime, so he's like the promoted worm, wime, whatever.
I like the idea of worm. I just like to imagine earthworms. Like, this is a great earthworm. He breathes fire. You know, standard.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's like already upgraded, as it were, in this class. And coincidentally, we're going to get we will have access to a third dragon soon. So we'll drop off our first one because the third one is far better. And then he's also a great wime. You made me doubt how to say that now. So because of that, we don't need to have a. We don't actually need to do the promotion quest because we'll be able to pick up two who are already promoted. So that's nice.
Oh, okay.
That'll save us some time.
Yay.
Anything else? I think that's.
So we're gonna go murder a bunch of pirates so that our ship with like 2 dudes on it can get in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hang on, one other thing. I can't.
I don't know.
Well, the viewers may or may not have noticed that throughout the whole of this Let's Play so far, we've had no music. When there is many music in the game, and this is because I kind of didn't really notice it because I'm always talking. But yeah, there's menu music, and it's like a fan-made patch that I put on the game, which is really useful and fixes a lot of things. But it has it fiddles with the music settings, and you actually have to go into go into a file and change the value from 0 to 1 to make the music play. And it was playing, but now it isn't. But I don't know if that's because it's decided not to briefly.
You balked it again now.
I don't know. So there might be
glorious
music in a minute,
panpipes.
because there was glorious panpipes. But there is really cool music in Regna, so hopefully that will happen. Anyway, let's go murder some pirates.
Let's go and murder some pirates.
So yeah, for an update on the story...
Many things I've just been waiting for you to say.
What's that? Oh, that's a volcano. We need to go here at some point.
Okay.
But this is a volcano. This is where all the flying rocks from the sky came from. You know, exploding volcano.
Well, I mean, they've got to come from somewhere.
That's the uplifted library, I believe, which we need to go in at some point as well because
the uplifted library.
That's what it's called. It was on the bottom.
That is kind of a cool name, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
It was on the bottom of the ocean, and then when the volcano came up, it appeared. And there's I think we do need to go in there because there's some fat loots at the top. But we'll do that on the time.
Okay.
And here we find dirty ass pirates.
Dirty ass pirates. Those poor ass pirates.
And yeah, so until we completed, got this quest, this big building that we're in front of wasn't actually here. It actually spawns. And yeah, we get a nice animation. And the smell of freshly lumbered wood indicates this force recent construction.
The smell of freshly lumbered wood.
Yeah.
God, you made that sound erotic, Sam.
And there's a nice volcano in the background for, dramatic effect.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, here we go.
Is this the mysteriously constantly resupplying?
Yes, the music is there.
For the viewers, I can't hear any of the music because I have the game muted on a stream, so apparently there's music. Enjoy.
I'd recommend just turning it on for a bit.
I will. Are they panpipes though?
No, this is cool ass
joke.
Alright, for reference, I just turned up the volume, and it turns out the music doesn't actually come through the stream at all.
Oh, good. Good to know.
So, I'll look up a YouTube video at some point.
Yeah.
I will make sure I have listened to the music.
There are 3 levers here, and 2 of them activate traps, and one of them opens a door to a chest we want to get to. That we can't open yet, but so... Oh wait, no, I can run it now. There's holes. Look up. Look, see the holes in the ceiling? They're the traps. See, there's a chest here.
Oh.
We don't have the key, but we will get the key, and we'll come back and get a badass sword.
Right.
Also,
Okay.
right, that's why it's so dark. I hadn't done the Traveler's Boon spell.
Oh.
Oh, them brick deckers. See, the pirates have crazy ass mages. Look, they're mages, pirate beards, and peg legs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, if you're gonna go pirate, you gotta go all the way. You gotta lose a leg.
They're cool. I love them.
Okay.
I just get really excited about pirates.
I have not noticed. God. I mean, you know.
That was sweet.
I'm shooting. Come here. That's sweet, sweet music. So, our objective here again? Yeah, just... Wow, that was a really pathetic loot box. I wonder why I didn't call it a chest. Loot box! Really.
Loot box. I think that's what we should start calling them instead, because that's all they really are. Loot
Yeah,
boxes.
this is a loot box.
Gotta get your loot from somewhere.
I also turn on blood spats, would be nice.
Blood splat. Okay.
So when you kill something, there's like a splat of blood that stays on the floor. Typical of a long time we get an item. It's the wrong guy.
So, these pirates, weren't these the same pirates that we were all buddy-buddy with earlier?
We've never been buddy with pirates.
Have we not?
No.
Oh no, we went and murdered a whole bunch of like were-rats or something.
Yes.
Weren't they pirates? Are they
They were
associated
smugglers. They were
with
smugglers.
Ah, smugglers, pirates.
Well, there is a distinct difference because the pirates actually forced the smugglers to pay them like dues for not attacking
Wow.
them.
That's, like, the thing that smugglers are doing is usually avoiding import tax, and the pirates are just taxing them. Nice.
Yeah, they don't get very pleased about it. Oh, the loot here is awful, huh? Yeah, so you might have noticed we're on the ground, which is a hint to the source of the strange movement available to pirates.
Underground?
No, it's a bit further than that.
Deep underground?
No. Also, this. See this hole in the wall?
Yeah?
It looks kind of like a peephole or something. Serves no purpose in the game. No idea why it's there.
No,
Looks like a hole. Looks like the kind of hole that would feel like a trap thing, but there's no trap here. Like, no idea what it is.
I don't know, I'm more curious as to how was underground no a bit further deep underground, not the right answer to that.
You'll see.
Okay.
We got decimating you guys. Oh shit! It's the power of the dragon.
Power of the two fucking dragons. Wow.
Right, yeah, power of two dragons. Actually. Well, we have the key. You may have noticed. I briefly opened a thing to that character's information tab, and it said Blackwell Cooper.
Yeah.
And this is the key we nicked up his body. Hang on. Let's put some crap in. Inventory. Yeah. And yeah, that key opens the chest where we can get a sweet ass sword.
Oh.
Which I believe is called Terminus, which is a good name for a sword.
Terminus. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's also a really, really great name for a nice, safe settlement that you can go and hide out in the zombie apocalypse, where nothing will go wrong immediately upon arriving.
I'm assuming that's a reference, but I don't know what to.
In The Walking Dead, there's a settlement called Terminus, and I'm pretty certain it holds the record of, like, fastest, oh, we've just arrived in a new place to everything has gone to shit record. I'm pretty certain it happens in the course of, like, an episode. Or even, like, the next time on The Walking Dead, it goes to shit. Like, yeah.
I think this is actually a reference to Conan the Barbarian.
Wait, is there a sword called Terminus?
No, but it's a fuck off big sword.
Hmm.
and it says, as a child, before he carved his barbarian kingdom in Vori, Lars Ililife found this sword deep in an ice cave. When he died, it was set adrift with him on his funeral barge. How it ended up in Jadim is a mystery.
Now, you've read more Conan the Barbarian than me, so you tell me.
He has a kingdom. Like, he's a barbarian. Yeah. He uses a really big sword.
That is fair. This is probably at least somewhat inspired.
Yeah.
Yes.
The real question is, who do I give it to? Oh yeah,
the dragon. The dragon.
Our knight now wields a massive poleaxe and a huge saber.
Because one sword was just not quite enough.
Sorry,
actually,
scimitar, not saber.
Okay. Actually, this is going to seem a bit unrelated, but talking about Terminus reminded me. You know how... I mean, you might know this specific line, you might not. Like, in the very beginning of Skyrim, when you're on the cart and you arrive in Helgen, like, one of the things that said is, this is it, end of the line. Like, end of the line is like trains and buses. Why do they use that term in Skyrim? Why would they ever say end of the line?
Hot damn. That's really annoying.
Like...
Sorry, I literally paused there. Like, stop moving while I was thinking about that. Ooh,
it just... Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like...
For pirates, these guys have crappy loot. I guess technically
they're not very good pirates.
Technically, we're still in the very first dying zone, so... Yeah.
Okay.
You say we're not
also,
pirates.
if we're taking things from pirates, are we pirating from pirates?
Oh, there's a crazy master. That's not cool. But yeah, I guess we are.
I guess so.
But we're just kind of doing the standard adventure without looting. But yeah, coincidentally, this building has like the nicest interior, like the fanciest looking interior of most, pretty much any building you'll see. In the game.
It does look very fancy, I must admit. This is why the pirates don't have that much loot, because it's all going on building some fantastic.
Bingo. Okay, this is how they travel. Can you see what it is yet?
Well, there's the stream delay, so no.
Wait for it.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, a submarine.
It is indeed a submarine.
I like how there's going to be like a 2-minute delay with me waiting for... I'm not going to lie though, the delay caught up and then I was just like, what am I looking at? I am looking at like a giant brown turd. What is this?
Yeah, and if you hover over it, it also says submarine.
Okay.
In space, and we set sail in a submarine. Cutscene. Cutscenes. Coincidentally, never worked out why that submarine is in the game.
To smuggle things.
It's
What do you mean?
literally just flavour as far as I can tell, like, has no real impact on the game.
Well, it's a good way to justify how these people are getting.
Yeah, but they already controlled the sea. Like, they could
I don't know,
just
Look, they have real problems with their self-confidence, okay? Like... No.
And coincidentally, you know, earlier on I showed you the entrance to the plane of water? Like, a whole bunch of episodes ago, during our genocide of the ogres. Part 2, I think it was. Yeah, like, while we were there, I don't remember the description of the plane of water describes it as like a like an underwater seascape or something. And spoilers, but no one's really going to mind that much, I don't think. When you go there, it's all underwater, but you don't need to breathe. Like, it's just kind of not really mentioned. And I always kind of took issue with that, because it makes no sense, and they've already got a submarine in the game. So there was an opportunity there that they entirely missed. Okay, this is Regna.
This is Regna.
These fancy buildings. Okay. It's not a very. This is actually the capital, the village in the middle, because it's called Harricksburg, I believe. And it's got all the best shops in the game because it's the final area. And this is the final inn, so we can now, whenever we feel like it, do all the Arkham Age crap. And it's called Pirate's Rest. And this is where we finally hand in that quest to give that report to the Pirate Stanley, who is there. Report!
Dread Pirate Stanley.
Yeah, so the report we were giving was actually for the smugglers who have to pay the pirates' dues.
Mm.
And he will now stay there for the rest of the game, and we can never actually talk to him again.
Any delicacy.
I like the idea. It's just like, nope, we can't talk anymore. We're done.
So yeah, we are now made it. I don't think there's any quests to pick up there specifically. There's a few high-level, skill trainers. And it's the middle of the night. It's a waste of time. It's 6:52. I hate it when you arrive like somewhere new, like just after 6 in the evening, and everybody's asleep. It's really annoying.
These people all go to sleep at 6 in the evening religiously?
No, that's a lie. All of the shops close at 6. So I'm gonna quickly just check that we can't train with these people. I'm pretty sure we can't, but yeah. And then I've already drunk from the fountain, you may have noticed, which is of key importance because it means we can teleport from here straight back to Regna Shore and back again. And now we're gonna sleep in the inn because we need it to be morning.
Good luck sleeping.
Sleepy, sleepy.
Now we're gonna peruse all the fancy shops.
Pleasure.
Okay. And buy lots of lovely things. I'm sure. Do we need to buy any more gear? I don't know, it just seems like we're shredding everything, like...
Yeah,
what do we need?
I just like checking.
Come back if you're serious.
You never know, there might be something really good!
Sure, we got armor.
Yeah.
Hey look, it's one of those Eldritch shields, which is meant to be only 12 in existence, yet they appear randomly in shops. When I'm normally playing, I have like a needful compulsion to buy them because they're supposed to be rare, but they're actually not. They're just randomly generated. Like when I was first playing, I didn't see any. Like I saw like 2 in the whole playthrough, so I assumed they were like legendary items, but they're not. You can actually find them in shops, so it's super rare.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
yeah, there's nothing.
Oh, a real high roller.
We need
No
there.
manners.
Because we already have one of those shields for him, and he's the only person we haven't used the shield. I think. Yeah.
I have some special pieces for you.
Ooh, endurance plus 16. That is worth having. Armor class plus 17. That is also worth having. Ooh, a nice ring of doom. Everybody likes a good ring of doom.
That doesn't sound like the thing we should just be able to buy in a shop, I'll be honest with you.
It's a pretty fancy shop.
Just, welcome to the counter. This has got like all this, what's that? There's some salad over there, you can buy some rice. We've got some marked jewellery.
The thing is, this is a dragon helm of defense, so it has an armor. The dragon helm itself denotes an armor of 12, and the special enchantment of defense gives armor class plus 17. So in fact, that helmet gives an armor of 29, which is more than his chainmail.
Huh.
Actually, I should pay close attention to that because that's not the best chainmail you can get. But it is up to stars, which is nice.
That's pretty nice.
And we're also.
Do you think? Oh, no, you go ahead.
We've got a belt of vigor, which is plus 16 endurance. I might give that to him as well because he died a lot.
Do you think people who have a fear of commitment refer to engagement rings as rings of doom?
Ooh, that's an interesting idea.
This is the kind of shit I'm thinking about while you're like playing this game, doing all these stats. I'm just here like, yeah, huh.
Ooh,
Huh.
that's a dragon slaying elven warbow. Oh yeah,
I have no idea.
this is one of the most irritating bugs in the entire game. This bow that we found, I actually found this in the interim between episodes. It's called a noble bone bow. It's a legendary item, and there's a bug where you can never identify it. Like, even if you go to a shop and ask them to identify it, they say that it's already identified, and if you try and do it with a... it works.
Useful.
So it just
No, there is no bug, I'm just an idiot. I actually
that
went
might
into...
be that it might be that patch you applied. I could have fixed it.
No, because the patch has been there since we started doing the game.
Oh,
But
never mind then.
But I actually went into the save file and changed the characteristics on that bow to be identified rather than unidentified, and it still didn't work. But we now have a dragon who has an identify item skill of maximum, so he can identify anything. So that works. So basically, the description describes the fact that there's this invasion of these these devils called Kriegans, and some nutcase discovered that using their spines to make bows work really well. However, the most sought after versions come from the devil race's former ruling class, hence the name Noble Bone Bow, and the special is actually an explosion upon impact, which is great unless you're in close quarters. because the explosion hits you as well.
Then it's even better.
You say that.
Oh yeah.
What you? Yeah. So let's give him a. Sorry, filling with inventory again. My favourite pastime.
Inventory management.
I have some special pieces for you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Solid weapons in a second. First, we're going to check the potion shop. Because this place sells black potions. Which is literally obscene.
Sam, please, they're African American potions.
Yeah, well.
Oh wait, those. No, yeah,
For literally
I think I made that joke
so
before, but yeah.
Because we've got a character with Grandmaster Merchant skill.
Yeah.
We can buy a potion of pure might for 2,000 gold and increase one of our character's might stat by 50 permanently. Which is literally obscene. And we'll grab a couple of rejuvenations as well. Rejuvenations, because they're really
Rejuvenation. Rejuve, yo.
Let's give the might to our knight to make a damage dealing powerhouse. Also,
Yeah.
we're going to do a rejuvenation to you, because eventually we'll get a different cleric who's way better. But he will have a spell which is super useful, which literally removes every negative effect from your entire party and gives all their health and spell points back, but ages him by 10 years.
What's your
I
pleasure?
think I mentioned it before.
Yeah, I think you have. I like that idea as a mechanic, but if aging doesn't... If you age him enough, does it change his appearance?
No, appearance never changes. I don't know if it affects his stats. I've never really paid much attention. But
I like the idea of it. You cast it enough,
you
he'll
can
just
get
die
those
of old age.
potions, which they serve the purpose of removing all unnatural aging. So I guess there's some. Like, it must have an effect, I guess, but I've just never really looked into it.
Yeah, there's got to be an effect, because otherwise it just wouldn't make sense.
Right. So next step, as far as questing goes, is hang on. I'm gonna do a quick lap of the map to show you what's going on everywhere.
Oh,
So,
please do.
This is the fortress, the pirate
It
stronghold.
looks very fortressy.
Yeah, I'll just open the thing so you can look at it. Look, the image this is pretty swanky. This thick-walled and cannon-studded castle is the very definition of forbidding. But we won't go in there yet, because that'll start a series of events which is going to last far longer than this episode.
Alright then, we won.
So we can catch that boat back to Ravenshaw, which we're not going to do because that'd be silly. And then I'll float around here. This is just an empty tower. You can't go anywhere in it.
Yeah.
And I'll just fly around the map quickly and show you what's going on. So there's like a giant... Basically, there's that dot in the middle and then a giant crescent-shaped island around the outside of it, which is full of hostile people. And a few like village places. And one of them, somewhere here, there is someone who can actually give us a quest, which we want to do. Where's the door? Where's the door to that place? And coincidentally, I actually... I quite often take time and just actually kill all of these people on these islands. There's no quest to do it, I just do it for the experience. And the satisfaction knowing that I can find
I just do it for the thrill of killing a man.
It's just like satisfaction. It's just something I've always kind of.
Oh no, I'm not judging you at all. There are loads of games where I'm like, yeah, the combat in this game is satisfying enough. I'm just gonna murder people for the fun. Like, for a lot of people,
I like being able to move around the island without being shot all the time. In fact, that's really cool.
Look at me, Mister. I don't want to be shot. No. No, I must admit, like, most people play like Dark Souls because they really like killing bosses and the satisfaction. I really want to play a game which has like the combat system of Dark Souls, complete with kinda the unforgiving nature, but with a lot less of the focus on bosses. Because I really like killing trash in Dark Souls, but boss fights bore the tits off of me. Because I'm used to like boss fights in WoW where there are like 20 other people
so
who all have to be doing their thing.
This is the fleet we have to sink. This is why we're here. These boats have to go.
I'm not gonna lie, because it was like 2 people and this game has a habit of like underselling things. I was kind of expecting the fleet to be like, you know, 4 tiny little rowboats. That is bigger than I was expecting.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And conveniently, there is a fuck off huge cannon here.
They are really not that good at placing that, like,
But we don't have any ability to
That'd be like if the Empire just parked their Star Destroyers in front of the Death Star.
We do not see the right kind of ammunition, so basically there's no ammunition. Coincidentally, this is the other place we see, which is an abandoned pirate keep, is what it says. Although
They have
fresh
a giant
blueprints-
cannon and they don't have any ammo for it. Oh.
Oh no, there's ammo. We just don't have it.
Oh. Alright, yeah, I can't fight. Yeah, okay, yeah. They have a giant cannon and they've locked up the ammo. I can't really. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right,
you can
fine.
kind of see where this is headed.
I won't complain about the game anymore. Fine.
So yeah, that was the pirate keep. And actually, if I can get far enough away, hang on. In a minute, I'm going to open the map and just briefly go over what we've seen. Because this is all kind of filler, but we could go get our new dragon, because recruiting dragons is kind of easy. For various number of complicated reasons, like most of the dragons you find, that like because a lot of the characters at certain level caps, you have to do certain quests before you can do them, but for various reasons, with some other ones, the dragons, you don't have to do quests, you just have to have them in your inventory, like open. I could go into why with every single one, but I can't really bother. So, because they're dragons and we are strong, but we're not that strong, I'm going to cast invisibility, go in there, loot the place, and ask the dragon to join a party, and see if he will, and then leave again.
I just like the idea that of all the companions, the dragons are the easiest ones to recruit.
Yeah, well, they're not overly bright, and we have a really persuasive elf, so that's not that. Coincidentally, that has nothing to do with it. But yeah, this is old
No, I just like the idea that it's like, yeah, dragons are easy to recruit. Why? They're fucking morons. They'll do any. Seriously, you just gotta go in and be like, hey, do you wanna come with me? And they'll be like, okay.
So, if I remember rightly, there is some. You'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
We gotta try and get in here without becoming uninvisible. This is the same process I went through to get the other dragon, by the way. We sneak through a cave full of dragons, find the doorway that he was in, like in the cave, ask him to join us, and then run away again.
Okay.
But if you run into a mob whilst invisible, you become visible. But because dragons are so big, it's really difficult to work out whether you're near them or not. So the easiest way to do it is actually use the mini-map in the corner.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that they do kind of acknowledge that, because I like the idea of you're just like invisible, a party of 5 where 2 of them are fucking dragons, and somehow you're all able to cram into a tiny space. But if dragons actually are kind of physically big, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. I like that.
Ooh, that is a legendary item. And it's actually one of the cool ones too.
Is it the Great Letter Opener of Barnabas the Great?
It's the Crown of Final Dominion.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty cool name as well. Okay.
It's intellect plus 50 of dark magic, which I don't know what that does. I think it buffs your dark magic skill, and it can only be worn by a lich. So named by its creator and only sovereign wearer, Medron, the first and last Lich Emperor of Nyon. The everlasting dynasty he hoped to found lasted barely a dozen years. Medron
Christ, they just have to one-up the Lich King, don't they? Lich Emperor.
It is said he still lives as a madman and searches the world for his lost crown.
Huh. That's not the kind of thing that you want to have, to be like, hey, you were like the first Lich Emperor. I'll get you crowned.
That's the only legendary item in there, so the rest is just gold we don't really need. So let's see if we can recruit the dragon.
This is true, we are wealthy people.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, he's not interested. See, what's happened there is, kids, the internet has lied.
The internet never lies.
No, you don't.
I used Wikipedia to do my entire degree, it better not lie. I didn't do that, kids, don't do that, really, really don't do that. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, the internet claims, wrongly apparently, that you can actually recruit the dragon once you've got the quest to sink the Regan fleet, which we do. But as a matter of fact, you can't. You have to have actually completed the quest to sink the Regan fleet, which we haven't. Oh shit, is that a dragon? No, that's just a grey bit. And I thought we were about to, yeah. Also, coincidentally, I haven't experimented with actually becoming invisible and seeing if we can fight these dragons yet. I'm just kind of sure we can't. So, go figure. That's why that's why it's so easy to recruit them, because you're meant to actually fight your way to them, which would be considerably more difficult because they're surrounded by, you know, dragons.
Okay. It's not that the dragons are just the saps that you can read. Yeah, alright, alright.
Oh, we're visible again. So, not an awful lot has happened this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to a submarine and stuff. Have you got any idea of time? I think we're kind of on time, aren't we?
Yes? Honestly, I know I'm not the one playing the game. Keeping track of time should really be my job. I'm not very good at that job. I'm gonna say yes, this is time, so Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. We have been the Shiniest Meat Bicycle, and we have murdered some kindly pirate folk who did nothing wrong, and we're just horrible, horrible people.
But next time we will murder a shit ton of pirates and some more ogres, because I apparently forgot there are more ogres.
There are more... We failed in our genocide?
Don't worry.
I put that on my CV! We're gonna be in trouble!
We'll get there eventually, I'm
Oh
sorry.
god, we better kill them quickly! Oh no, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.